Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalawatu wassalamun ala Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to my Muslim brothers and sisters all around the world. I'm here with our friends at ITV discussing various topics that are important to me. My name is Afaf Nasher. I'm the Executive Director and a lawyer for CARE New York. CARE New York is the Council on American Islamic Relations. We are a civil rights organization that serves the Muslim community, brothers and sisters just like yourself, who unfortunately have to deal with racism and discrimination and Islamophobia, which of course is a fear and a hatred against Muslims. That is not a topic that is relevant just here in New York and in the United States, but rather Islamophobia is being found all around the world. And so we have to combat it together. Here in New York, I can talk about various topics that relate to us, and inshallah it's of benefit to Muslim brothers and sisters all around the world. We are in the month of Ramadan soon, inshallah. Ramadan Kareem to all of those that are fasting, that are praying, that are making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of your efforts, inshallah, and reward you for it in dunya and akhirah. In the United States, and in particular in New York, one of the things that CARE New York fights for is this ability to practice Islam 100% fully. And one of the tenets that we have in Ramadan, of course, is increased salah, prayers. And of course, that's something we do and hold important every single day. But in Ramadan, there's even extra prayers and emphasis on more salawat. And of course, as we fulfill our obligations to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may He accept it from us, we must be grateful for the ability to pray at all. Remember, there are some parts of the world in which Muslims are being persecuted every single day. And that's why it's very important for us, especially here in the United States, but in every single country around the world where Muslims are found, that we combat Islamophobia and we protect the right to pray. That is something that in CARE New York we fight for every single day. I'll give you a few examples, my brothers and my sisters. As a parent myself, I want our Muslim brothers and sisters that are still growing up, young Muslimat, young Muslim brothers who are growing, to hold on to Allah's rope through their salah. I'm sure you would agree with me that's very important. But one of the issues that we're facing locally is that many young people who are trying to establish and continue their salah while they're pursuing their education sometimes don't have a place to pray at their college campus, for example. And so we've had several cases in which young people come to us at CARE New York and say, we need your help to advocate, to pursue the ability to pray while we're in class, while we're in school all day long. And sometimes you find that schools do accommodate Muslim students and they give them a clean place to pray. Other times it's a lot more difficult. Unfortunately, there are some administrations in school that say we don't want to give space, or they try to make an excuse that they cannot give space. Well, in those situations, we pair up with young people who want to pray during their school hours, and we try to pursue justice, and we push the limits on making sure that they have a clean space to pray. Now, we don't care if it's an interfaith space, meaning different people of different religions can use it so long as it's a clean space, a quiet space, an accommodating place for Muslims to also go and fulfill their obligatory salah. Of course, that's no different in Ramadan, in which it becomes even more important for people not to miss their salah and to be able to congregate. There are some students who go to night school, for example. They need a place for iftar. There are some students that are there from morning until the afternoon or the evening. They can't go missing their salah every single day, and they can't drop out from school. And so advocating for students becomes very important. How do we do that, my brothers and my sisters? Well, in one particular case that we had, the youth came to us and said, we've been begging the administration to give us a room. Right now, the room is so tiny and so dirty that some of our students are praying behind stairs and in all different places because there's nowhere to do our salah. What we decided to do was to help them organize protests that were happening consistently, time and time again, sometimes on a weekly basis, sometimes they're held on a daily basis, sometimes on a monthly basis. We also got the entire community involved, older people, younger people, adults, parents, and we had a community letter writing campaign And we accumulated thousands of letters that went to those in charge at the school to say, listen, Muslim students are impacted severely by the lack of space to commit to do their salah. And that's something that is extremely important. So if you want Muslim students to come to your school, if you want Muslim students to succeed, if you want Muslim school students to pay tuition, then you need to be able to give them and provide them a prayer space that is clean and adequate so that they can perform their salah. No one should ever have to choose between doing their devotions and doing their religious obligations to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and their education. So my brothers and my sisters, wherever you are, please hold on to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through your salah. Commit to your salah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from you. And inshallah, please make dua for all those around the world so that they too are able to pray. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And don't forget to watch us on the next episode of ITV where we talk about other subject matters that are relevant to the Muslim population. Jazakum Allah khair.